Hey, this is Will. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the best digital product ideas. In this video specifically, I am going to tell you sort of the big concepts of digital products out there, and within these you have all of the different niches, the different product types, so on and so forth. So this video is going to be really good to kind of get a grasp of what is out there, what different kind of digital products you can create. There's going to be also some very interesting digital products that I haven't seen really no one talk about, so definitely watch the whole video. You might find out some really interesting new ideas. And not only I'm going to tell you about these products, but also I'm going to try and explain a little bit what you need to understand about each one of these to decide which one might be good for you. By the way, every single week I give out one of my courses completely for free, so just press thumbs up on this video and leave a comment down below to enter the competition. Also, I do have some very useful freebies on my website, so check out all of the links down below. Now let's jump straight into the video. So the first idea is the most common digital product out there. So it's graphic templates. So this can be really anything that has to do with graphics, where you can create templates. So it can be maybe templates for social media, templates that are going to be used on websites, on emails, whatever it is. You're creating some sort of graphic and then people purchase that graphic and use it for themselves. So first of all, it's very simple to make, I would say. You just need to create a graphic and that is it. Compared to other methods, I would say this definitely is a lot simpler, and you can easily outsource this because there's plenty of designers that are creating these graphic templates all the time. It can also be niched down, so you can create, let's say you're creating Instagram templates, you can create them for all of the different niches, which expands your customer base quite a bit. And you have different options where you can sell these, so you can have your own website. I will leave some recommendations for some of the tools that I recommend, but also you can use other platforms such as Etsy or Graphic Market, so you can actually leverage other platform audiences as well if you don't really want to do a lot of your own marketing. The next idea is content website, and this is something that isn't talked about so much, but I have seen quite a few examples in the past couple of years, and this can work really well. So it's basically just a website that has gathered a lot of really useful content and sells that as a one-time or recurring membership. So a good example of this is something like Nomad List. So in here, as you can see, you have all of these different cities. So if you're a digital nomad, you can come here and see all of this different information. As you can see here, you have internet safety, so on and so on. You have your nomad guide, which has a bunch of other information that might be useful for you. We're choosing where to go, costs of living, pros and cons, so on and so forth. So basically, this is sort of a database of all of these different cities, and when you're figuring out where exactly do you want to travel next, where exactly you want to go, this can be very useful website. And basically you are limited of how many cities you can check per day or per month. And if you want to get unlimited search and other privileges, then you just need to purchase a membership. So I'm not going to lie, this is definitely a big time commitment because creating these websites requires a lot of time. The good thing is most of the time you're going to be able to outsource this, and once you have created that database, then you don't really need to do anything anymore. The next one, and one of my favorite ones, is online courses. So basically just sharing your knowledge with other people. The thing why this is one of my favorite methods is because you have much higher price tag when it comes to online courses, because usually not everyone can create an online course because you need to have some sort of knowledge that you are sharing with other people. And in return, because it is providing a lot of value for people, you can charge much higher rates compared to all of the other informational digital products. Again, I'm not going to lie, it's a very big time commitment, especially if you're doing something like video online course. It's going to take a lot to prepare the course, to to record it, to keep on updating it, and so on and so forth. If you want to pursue this, then you do have quite a few different options. You can do it yourself. Again, I actually made a video of the best tools to do this, but you can host your own online course on your own website, or you can actually use some other platforms such as Udemy or Skillshare, and again, leverage their audience. Next, we have digital planners, and this is something that has been consistently popular over the years. So it really can be a planner for anything. It can be a business planner, it can be exercise planner, perhaps if someone is learning a language, it can be a planner for language learning. So really, you can do this pretty much within any type of niche, and this also works really well on Etsy. So again, you can sell these on your own website, but you can also leverage other platforms. And the cool thing about this, I would say as well, that you can niche it down quite a bit. So you can even create sort of one model of what your planners look like and then sort of replicate that on different niches. Next idea is something that I don't hear that much people talking about, is content templates. So basically plug and play content, having something that's already made content that other people can use. Usually they just need to change it up a little bit to adjust it to themselves, and that is it. So example of this would be something like email sequences, sales page, copy, so on and so forth. And the cool thing is that a lot of people can do this, because if you are already running some sort of online business yourself, you already have some sort of audience, most likely you already have these assets, you already have your email sequences, you already have your sales pages, so on and so forth. So you can actually be selling these assets for someone else. The next idea is membership site, and this one is a really good idea as well, one of my favorite ones as well. And it can really be a membership site about pretty much anything. It basically just needs to have some sort of consistent content that you are putting on this website that people can consume, or it can also be something like accountability. So it's more sort of a community that you're creating and people are paying to be part of that community. And again, it can be something like business, it can be something like yoga, it can be something like productivity, pretty much anything. And the really cool thing why I like this is because you have monthly recurring fees. So once someone joins, you will have them paying every single month, and that is very essential when building out digital product business. And these days, to make a membership site, it's very simple. Again, you can use tools like Podia, Thinkific, so on and so forth. I will leave again some recommendations of the tools that I personally use. The next idea is photo presets, and when I say photo presets, pretty much just means Lightroom presets for editing. So basically, if you've ever used Instagram filters, I don't know if Instagram even has filters anymore, but this is pretty much the same thing, just adjusting the colors of a picture. So you will need to know how to use Lightroom to create these, but don't be afraid because you can outsource everything. And there are quite a lot of freelancers that know how to use Lightroom, so you can outsource this pretty easily. And this is very popular among Instagrammers. So I have seen a lot of people making a ton of money selling these presets. If you can manage to make a good bundle of presets, you can really do very well. And once again, you can sell these presets yourself, or you can also use some other platforms to leverage their audience. The next idea is document templates. So this can be really pretty much anything that is useful as a template, usually for a business, but it can really be anything. So it can be something, for example, social media audit or influencer outreach template. So you really just usually need Excel or Word doc to create these templates, and other people can just download them and start using them themselves. And usually this is very useful. Actually, I don't see it being talked about as much as some of the other things, but actually I would say as a buyer, I would say that this is some of the best value you will get for money. So I definitely think that we're going to see an increase of these document templates in the next couple of upcoming years. And again, you can use your own website or you can leverage other platforms. platforms. The next idea is workbooks, and this is, I would say, a little bit more popular concept of digital products. So basically just guided tutorials on a specific subject. A good example of this would be something like accounting workbook, where basically you're just following this workbook and filling in the gaps and making sure that you're actually managing your budgeting. And this is much easier than online course. It doesn't require as much time. At the same time, because it doesn't require as much time, it is lower price tag, but it is still something that's very useful for people, and it's an easier purchase, so you can definitely make a good profit out of this. And once again, you can use your own platforms or leverage other platforms. The next idea is stock footage, and I just had to include this idea for digital products because this is just one of those things that was kind of the first digital product, and it's very basic. It's just pictures and videos that you are uploading online and other people are purchasing, and that is it. So the really beautiful part about this is that it's completely passive. There are these different platforms where you can just upload your images, and once you do that, you don't really need to do anything else. At the same time, why I didn't quite want to upload this idea is because making substantial amount of money from stock footage is very difficult. I'm not saying that it's not possible. There are people that are making good money, but at the same time, don't think that you're going to upload a couple of pictures and then you're just going to start making good money. Really, if you're going to pursue this, you need to create footage that people are actually going to pay for. So you need to think about what footage people are willing to pay. The next idea is digital plans. That is pretty popular idea as well, I would say. And this is slightly different from the worksheets because here you just have a plan that someone needs to follow. So laid out action plan, different steps that someone takes to reach a certain goal. And again, this can be pretty much anything. It can be fitness plans, dieting plans, it can be business plans, whatever. So you do have quite a bit of different niches to choose from. And again, it's definitely much easier than creating a course, and you can use your own website or leverage other platforms. Okay, so this digital product idea is a little bit more advanced. It's website themes. So this can really be anything. It can be WordPress, it can be Shopify, lead pages. You can use all of these different platforms, but basically you're creating websites or pages for those platforms. You will most likely need to know some code to actually be able to build these things out, but at the same time, you keep in mind that all of these things are outsourceable as well, so you can outsource it. The nice thing about this is that usually you have higher price tag compared to other digital products, but at the same time, of course, you're going to have much bigger investment because usually you will need to hire developers to do this for you. And again, you can sell these on your own website, or there are some other platforms like Code Canyon where you can upload these themes and leverage their audience. The next idea that is pretty popular as well is a paid newsletter. So basically just sending out information through email, whether it's weekly or daily or how many times, but basically consistent, useful information. And this, the nice thing about this, it can be really on any subject out there, from business to fishing to yoga, whatever it is. And the cool thing as well is that it can be your own content that you are creating, but also it can be just curated content that someone else has done and you just found the best things and you're sending these out to other people. I would say this is a pretty easy setup because you just need to set up some email automation to send out these newsletters. And again, this is recurring income, which is something that you always want to pursue if possible. Okay, now to get a little bit more serious, again, we have apps and plugins. So again, this could be for all of the different platforms, for example, Shopify or WordPress, and it can be anything really that helps that platform user. So if you go on Shopify, you will see there's a ton of different apps that people have created to basically help out the e-commerce store owners. So once again, you will probably need to know some code to actually make these apps or plugins, but everything can be outsourced. And these apps, if they are successful, they can generate a lot of money. But once again, this is going to be bigger investment. Next, we got Video Elements, and this is actually a digital product idea that I like quite a lot because I have bought a lot of video elements. I've spent a lot of money on this. And this basically just means some custom graphics on videos, whether it's titles, whether it's overlays, transitions, whatever it is. And the cool thing about this is that it's actually growing market because a lot more people are getting into video. People are starting out YouTube channels and whatnot. So this is growing market and more people are going to need these video elements. And the cool part as well, once again, is that you can sell this on your own website or you can use other platforms. Last but not least, we got ebooks, and I just have to mention this because this is one of the original digital products as well, I would say. So the cool thing is that ebooks can be pretty much on anything. It is quite a big time commitment because it does take a while to write an ebook, but again, you can outsource all of this and you can sell ebooks on pretty much anything. You can use your own website or you can leverage something like Amazon. So I hope you found this video useful and it's going to help you out to decide what kind of digital product you create. Digital products are really amazing business to build passive income or whatever kind of income. So I definitely suggest you look deeper into this. If you found this video useful, make sure to press thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, put on those notifications so you see next time I upload a new video. Stay awesome and I'll see you soon.